Texas 1549, runway 4, clear for takeoff. Sully.
The movie Sully is the story of the pilot and the story of the miracle on the Hudson after Chelsea Sullenberger does the impossible, saving the lives of all aboard when he lands a jet in the Hudson River. It's writer Todd Kumernicki who put words to the story and brought it to the screen.
If you're writing about a living figure, you better get it right, because they're going to see it, they're going to read it, they're going to know Sully was all over that.
Todd is a talented storyteller, drawn to heroic figures, and his latest project brings him to Texas, in Houston's backyard.
Texas EquuSearch has been a leader in finding missing people for so long, and somehow, despite the story getting out in the news, the real story hasn't been told. The real story of Tim Miller and the heroics that he brings to this city and the world every single day.
EquuSearch was founded 16 years ago to look for the missing and the lost. For founder Tim Miller, it was born out of his own tragedy, the abduction and murder of his own daughter, Laura. Volunteers respond on a moment's notice to search. Sometimes the discovery confirms a family's worst fears. Other times, it's a joyful reunion, and there are cases such as the search for Natalie Holloway. Nothing is found, and Tim remembers them all.
When I started EquuSearch and I made that promise to God and Laura I'd never leave a family alone, we've done the best that we could do at that.
He's been approached by producers before, but for reality TV shows, documenting actual searches. And he always said no, fearing it would affect cooperation from law enforcement. And most of all, the families of the missing. Then came Todd's proposal, a dramatic series based on Miller and EquuSearch.
I put Tim Miller right next to Sully and say this is a guy who every day you trust with your family and you trust is going to make you a better person.
He's studying what we see on the news, the searches on behalf of families who want closure, and what we don't, the private side of its founder.
Even if you're not telling an actual case, if you're doing a fictional story of a case, you still have to be true to the mechanisms of research, how the searches really work, and how Tim works on the inside.
Tim said yes to the idea of a series, not for himself, he says, but for EquuSearch. It may generate more leads and more support for its mission.
I don't consider it entertainment, because it's not entertaining for me. I think my goal on this, again, is, we've got another new resource to help in the search for missing loved ones.